So the duck started running outside. Lucky as if hitting the jackpot, she finally arrived at town. Luckier still, this place was untouched. Katelyn dashed into the police station, but bumped into a couple inside. Seeing the woman, she almost screamed. But instead of a warm welcome, she got a face full of water. Turns out that woman was Katelyn's mom, and the sheriff was her stepdad. No wonder Mom was giving her It started when Katelyn was a child. She had a younger sister. During an argument, in a spur of the moment, she picked up a rock and accidentally tossed her sister high up. After her sister's departure to the great beyond, their mother cut off a relationship with Katelyn. That's why Katelyn ended up being the solitary soul living in the outskirts. Her mother's Ice Queen act, she thought, why stick around this town when she could just peace out? So, Katelyn hopped on a bus, eager to avoid her mom like the plague. Not to mention that dreadful monster. Little did she know the bus area was already covered, warning of impending doom. Just as she sensed danger, a strange man popped up behind her. As she tried to push him away, he stuck to her like a wet band-aid. Clearly, the man was under monster control. Just when Katelyn was ready to hightail it, another monster-controlled woman lunged at her. In the struggle, Katelyn kicked her aside, prompting the driver to stop the car instantly. Spotting those nasty folks, Katelyn didn't think twice and jumped out of the car, completely oblivious that she was already on their radar. The group of people raised their hands, sporting odd expressions like they were practicing for a talent show, all while a storm brewed with ominous clouds swelling in. An odd scene unfolded. Something looked like it was trying to crawl out of one man's neck. Spotting this, Katelyn promptly did an Olympic-level turn and hit the road. But her driver had other ideas, cornering her like a cat with prey. Katelyn was in full-on escape mode. Clearly, those creatures controlled the town. With nowhere to go, she retreated home. But the monster she accidentally sent to the stars lay unmoving on the floor. Just as she pondered over its remains, dark clouds gathered ominously outside. It seemed something sinister was eyeing her like a hawk. Katelyn was horrified. She had offed one of their own. Those weird beings weren't about to let her off the hook. To protect herself, she figured it was time to suit up for battle. So, she boiled pot after pot of water and equipped herself with her trusty secret weapon, a box cutter. She sealed the windows for battle in this creepy house. Just as she was ready, strange noises crept in from outside. Meanwhile, the nails securing her bedsheets fell off. Katelyn realized they had arrived. Just as she hid in the corner, a blinding light flooded the room, and lo and behold, there was the monster she deleted now floating up like a balloon. Under the shining spectacle's influence, only extraterrestrial tech could explain it. As the light faded, Katelyn let out a sigh of relief, hoping they'd whisk their friend away. But surprise, another beam of light darted in and began scanning the area. With no choice, Katelyn ducked into the basement. Shortly after arriving downstairs, a strong beam of light blared in, and she jumped behind the wall faster than you could say "uh-oh." As the beam subsided, she spotted yet another monster entering the basement. The creature began to move toward her, and she was left to dance around the pool to stay out of sight. Just then, she spotted some scissors and stealthily snagged them while the monster wasn't looking. Unfortunately, she was too loud and alerted the beast. Seeing the creature slowly approach, Katelyn dove under the table, thinking, "I may not die, but I might just be scared to death." She brandished the scissors to defend herself, but the monster let out an odd noise and used telekinesis to send the scissors flying. It appeared to have an interest in studying human reactions. Upon noticing the scissors in Katelyn's hand, the monster immediately stood up, as if it had just found something incredibly significant. With a wave of its hand, it snatched the scissors right out of her grasp, giving Katelyn the perfect chance to dart out the window like a secret agent. Thinking she had outsmarted them, weird noises erupted behind her. When she turned, nothing was there. Before Katelyn could react, a long-armed creature appeared, having taken over the space around. The creature stared at Katelyn curiously, like an ant. Panicked, she tried to flee but crashed into the possessed man. The man wasted no time. He yanked on Katelyn's hair to drag her over to the monster. Well, how rude. At that moment, a massive black disc soared through the sky, and the monster started making some bizarre hand gestures at it. Soon, the disc echoed deeply. Seeing this, Katelyn panicked, struggling to escape. Just as the man realized what was happening and tried to grab her, Katelyn gave him a swift kick, launching him into the air. He was caught in mid-air by the disc, but when the beam vanished, he plummeted back down like a rock. Guess that wasn't what they wanted. Sure enough, moments later, the disc exploded into pieces like it had second thoughts and scattered away. The possessed man let out a short scream, clearly pissing off the long-armed creature. She wouldn't give Katelyn a chance, roaring and charging. Katelyn raced back to the car. Lucky for Katelyn, the monster got stuck in the car. The leaking gasoline was just the opportunity she needed. Katelyn ignited it instantly without hesitation and zoomed away at supersonic speed, abandoning everything in her wake. Sure enough, the car exploded with a bang, and it seemed the long-legged monster was taken care of. But just as Katelyn felt victorious, another beam of light came crashing down from the sky. The fireworks vanished in an instant, and the beam shot toward her like a vacuum cleaner on a mission. In a flash, she dashed back inside, not even knowing how much time had passed. The alien monster moved into the attic, which was filled with Katelyn's anger over the past and her memories of her sister. The creature approached, seemingly intrigued by it all. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.